Now we will have presentations by the 12 companies that made it to the final round. We would like to begin part 2. This year, in the financial innovation category, 15 businesses took part in the support program offered by Tokyo Metropolitan Government. We already had presentations by 3 winners, so remaining 12 companies will now give their presentations. Also, in the back of the hall, including the award winners, 10 companies have set up their booths. Please visit them during the networking time. So, this year, we have a new award. Let me explain about the audience award. Everyone in the audience will be asked to cast a vote. Use either QR code on the screen or URL in the Zoom chat box to access audience award voting form. Based on the presentations by 12 companies, please select one company of your choice. Regardless of your affiliation, 1 vote per person. Please select a company which you thought was most innovative and were inclined to use the service or product. After all the presentations are done, a company which garnered most number of votes will be the winner of Audience Award. Voting will close around 4:50 when presentations are over, so please cast your vote by then. Before we begin the presentations, I'd like to explain about application form to contact the businesses. Use QR code on the screen or URL on the chat box of Zoom to access to the form. Use the form if you wish to contact any of the 3 winners or 12 companies that made it to the final round. If you want materials or were interested in any of the companies, please use the form. Detailed materials are also downloadable from QR code on the screen, as well as URL in the chat box. So during the presentation, we have Japanese to English translation available. On the Zoom, please go to the bottom and select the language of your choice.
Without further ado, let us begin the presentations. To start off, we have with us Alpha Millennia Technology Private Limited.
Please start your presentation when you are ready.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, my name is Byung, and on behalf of the Alpha Millennia team, I would like to thank the TMG and also the organizing committee of the Accenture for providing us an opportunity. So we are called AMT in short. AMT was founded last year. Our team are insurance and IT professionals with combined experience for over 100 years. We have experience in building full-stack technology infrastructure for insurance using microservices, low-code environment, and IoT capabilities. Next, please. Yeah. So the average age of existing insurance system in Japan is at least 20 years old, or even older in some cases. Technology layout is outdated and heavy and expensive. There are no clear workflow and difficult to make changes to basic policies. Technical support has to wait a long or non-existence process, and the user interface is text-based, making it unfriendly to edit and configure. So as a result, data analytics is very difficult to perform. Next, please. So we solve this by using third-gen microservices architecture technology, which is flexible to add and remove modules easily. We overlay with low-code environment to facilitate easy design of workflow and for the insurance products. Our centralized configuration makes it easy to maintain. Users can self-harness to solve design errors. We are also able to offer graphical UI to improve user experience. Obviously, aggregating data with one source of truth is very important. Insurers can now perform data analytics, understand customers with precision, and design innovative products to meet their needs. Next. AMT offers 10 different sub-modules to help insurance companies. Alpha Core as a whole can be adopted as an end-to-end system, but with microservice architecture, each Alpha sub-module can also be adopted separately and independently. Next, please. In the next few slides, I'll just showcase our modules. First, we have a real-time exposure report to insurers that can be refreshed every second to our main dashboard. Next. In the next, our Alpha Factory helps to simplify products process, reducing product design from 6 to 15 screens of coding to just one flow. And this is our Alpha workflow that helps to customize insurance processes with embedded audit trail. Next, please. Next, please. Our Alpha Studio allows insurers to build website portal within a day by using drag and drop functions as well. Next. Our Alpha portal generates referral link to customers automatically. They can also refer this link to their friends to buy insurance online and can be rewarded as well. Next, please. The same Alpha module, The same Alpha module allows insurers to customize agency structure. Referral by customers will be automatically added in the tiering system, as seen in the label 1, 2, and 3 in this slide. Next, please. Our middleware Alpha Transformer also helps to integrate front-end data with any existing core system, so that insurers don't need to change their backend system right away and able to transfer data to a new system over time. Next, please. We now show 3 examples of actual use cases. Example number 1, Alpha Process can automate and transform data from manual to digital format. We accept various formats such as PDF, JPG, and TIF. The data will then be converted to alternative formats like Google Docs or Google Sheet, Microsoft Word, and then they can be captured into the core system of the insurance partners seamlessly. Next, please. A Japanese insurer in Singapore uses our Alpha processing module, and within 1 month, their processing time reduced from 5 to 2 hours and claim expense reduced by 18%. Next, please. So the next example, insurance companies can take up to 12 months to develop new insurance products, mainly due to limitation of backend system and the requirements of lengthy coding needed by the developers. Next, please. Our Alpha Core system allows end-to-end insurance product development, shortening the entire process to just 2 months. Next, please. The last example is that insurance companies need to transit to a new financial reporting format called the IFRS 17 by next year. However, integration of technology is most challenging to the insurers. Next, please. With 3 robots within our Alpha Finance module, AMT provides the outputs required to align the IFRS 17 reporting standard very easily. Next, please. AMT plans to expand to the Japanese market in 2023. We have started discussions with Japanese insurers, and by Q2 of next year, we plan to start an office and officially launch AMT in Japan. Ultimately, AMT helps to maximize value to insurance stakeholders. And with that, I thank you for your attention and thank you for providing us an opportunity to present. Good afternoon.
Thank you for your presentation. ありがとうございました。続きまして、フリーファイ
Next is from Free Finance Lab. Please begin. Hello, everyone. I am from Free Finance Lab. I am Hanai. So, Free is listed on Tokyo Stock Exchange, and we are 100% subsidiary. We focus on financial innovation, and I am the director at Free Finance Lab. So, what I would like to tell you is the difference between personal credit card and corporate credit card. Do you all know the difference between the 2 types of cards? So, for instance, maybe linked to accounting system or difference in award points. Well, function-wise, feature-wise, they pretty much have the same. So personal credit cards or more or less similar cards are issued to corporate credit cards. However, when it comes to business environment, using the card are different. For instance, individuals using it, some you may not be concerned, but when it comes to businesses using cards, like a representative's guarantee, a card is commonplace. You have to get representative guarantee. And because of representative's guarantee, you may not need financial statements. And also the closing of the card, it may be like the 10th or 15th. SMEs closing at the end of the month is troublesome. Of course, it should close at the end of the month and finalize the itemized statement at the very beginning of the month. And so there are a lot of issues. So therefore, 79% of SMEs have not adopted corporate credit cards. So, for instance, in Japan, there are some pays and different cards. So, in the individual category, they are growing in the consumers, however, not in the category of corporate credit cards. So, sometimes the representative of the company may be holding a card, and that card is used. So out of 570, 450,000 companies are not using corporate credit cards. So that is why we have come up with a free finance lab card called Free Card Unlimited. So without joint guarantor by the representative, the limit is up to 100 million yen. So first of all, the accounting software and the bank account data are linked and the screening is done. So that is why the limit can be up to 100 million yen. In some cases, some companies are in red. And in fact, we have patent in this area. And basically, if you use a card within 1 or 2 minutes or at the latest on the following day, it will be linked to free accounting system. So it closes at the end of the month and the accountant will be able to process. And if you distribute to employees, of course, you can limit, for instance, this card 50,000, this card is 100,000. You can set the credit limit, and the places where you can use the card can be limited as well. And if you want to distribute to employees, you cannot pay annual fee like 10,000 yen per card. So right now we are offering no annual fee up to 100 cards. So let me go into the details. We have our own credit model using AI, the accounting and the bank account. We look at these data. So the top class financial institutions, we have linked with their ATMs, regional banks, mega banks. On a real-time basis, we have access to information and apply that to screening. We do daily monitoring as well, so if there is an issue, we will be able to check the situation out. So that is why we can lift the credit limit, and we also can limit the usage amount and the location of usage per card. So these are the comments from users, better cash flow and less time for journaling, 1/4, and using a free accounting software, it is linked, so they feel that it is very convenient. That's all. Thank you very much.
フリーファイナンスラボ様
Free Finance Lab, thank you very much. Moving on, we would like to hear from HolyWally Pte. Limited.
when you are ready.
I am ready. Thank you. 4 billion people will use digital wallets by 2024, out of which 1.3 billion will be daily active users. Also, the mobile market payment size will hit $5.5 trillion. If we zoom in on Japan, Japanese government has set a cashless goal by 2025, where cashless payments will account for at least 40% of all transactions. And currently, e-commerce is growing fast and cash use is already declining rapidly. We have this major opportunity to disrupt the way people pay, but yet we have a sizable challenge to solve. Building digital wallets is expensive, time-consuming, and it's hard to scale. While working with more than 30 banks and fintechs over the past 7 years, the co-founders concluded that it takes 24 plus months and millions of dollars to build a digital wallet. With HolyWally, that's not a problem anymore. We integrated with major fintech partners on the back end and build white label use cases on the front end that can be used by banks, retailers, airlines, governments, etc. How can HolyWally help Tokyo? Next, please. How can HolyWally help Tokyo citizens? Our proposal is to create a Tokyo wallet that can be used by Tokyo citizens in multiple different parts of the city, each wallet customized for that area and solving citizen-specific needs. Imagine HolyWally as Lego bricks that can build anything: credit wallet, lending wallet, crypto wallet, insurance wallet, or a combination of all of this inside the one wallet. Let me give you an example of the Tokyo wallet. Each citizen would have a wallet with a card and provide one-stop solution for all of their day-to-day needs. We are already in discussion with entity data to integrate to their core, and in that way have seamless access to payment rails. Then what happens when every citizen have a card? Next, please. They can easily do family budget management, create family buckets for savings purposes and others. They can also enjoy having their own customized family wallet, and for example, issue cards to their other family members, kids, etc. When interacting with their citizen card, they earn loyalty points that can be converted to airline miles, supporting sustainable causes and redeeming offers in their neighborhood. Why this is important? Because every neighborhood has their own specific needs. Every citizen of that neighborhood has their own specific wants. So last but not the least are payments, where every citizen can actually send money to each other, use the card for transport, pay merchants, remit money abroad, and push their card into Apple Pay and Google Pay. This wallet creates the ultimate access for anyone to have their own customized journey and to interact between each other with very high personalization. The co-founders are experts in the fintech industry, having years of experience. And before HolyWally, they worked, next one. Yeah, co-founders have experience in the fintech industry. They have years of experience before HolyWally, worked with more than 30 banks and fintechs, and built Visa and PayPal innovation labs across the globe. We are also very excited to mention that we are invited to be part of the Deloitte City Tech Conference that is happening at the end of February, where we'll be able to present HolyWally to potential investors and corporates. We are looking forward to see you there and hopefully meet you and discuss how we can work together. Thank you so much for today's event.
Thank you for your presentation, HolyWally.
And next, LIFESION Inc. My name is Wagatsuma, Representative Director of LIFESION Inc. So we serve the cancer patients, and we purchase the insurance policies in case of a need for specific finances. So these are basically called. This was a means and ways to secure financial needs, and this is a scheme that has been in existence for the past 60 years. So by purchasing or repurchasing the financial policies, we do believe that this can promote the secondary market of the life insurance. And so we do believe that this is something viable for the Japanese market as well. So moving on to the next slide. So this is the current insurance scheme in Japan. So once the insurance is no longer needed, the only option is to cancel, and that is the cancellation refund is the only option. And so this is the current state. It is a so-called monopsony state or structure. So us, a third party, to be able to purchase the insurance, the insurer can choose either to cancel or to sell the insurance. And for the insurer, we believe that this is a great benefit, and this will also efficientize the insurance market as well. And moving on to the next slide. Now, currently in servicing the cancer patients, this will be a prototype basis. And so in the future, we want to focus on not just a specific type of disease, but extend the service to, for instance, the elderly population as well, to nurture the markets to the same level as Western countries. But having said that, we would like to first prioritize creating awareness of such an opportunity. So this is the rationale behind this flow. And so depending on the health of the patient, we can actually create variability within, or the fluctuation of the value that the insurance products offer. But if we have the extra option, then we can actually promote other routes for the patient. And moving on to the next slide. So this is an actual offer that we made to the cancer patients. And so the cancellation refund was approximately $18,000, but offered purchase price was $66,000, so approximately 3.7, and the insurance amount was approximately 50,000 euros, but we were able to offer a purchase price of 25,000, almost double again. So again, for the insurer, this is quite a large benefit. And moving on to the next slide. So this is a life settlement market in the U.S., and when we look at the recent numbers, $700 to $800 million. So this is the purchase price, and so the actual payment made to the purchaser is actually larger. Now here, Japan is number 3 in terms of insurance market, and so we do believe that there's a potential market in the billions. Now, currently, this is the purchasing assurance for cancer patients and the potential here in Japan. And on an annual basis, we have approximately 1 million new cancer cases, and then life insurance holding is about 80-90%. Cancellation rate is 1%, so the percentage available for purchase is about half, which gives us approximately 4,300 potential purchases per year. So I do know that this is a rough calculation, but we do believe that there is reasonable demand, and we do believe that offering this service will support the patients. So we want to first establish a secondary insurance market here in Japan. We believe that this will be the first step once the market enlarges, and when we have more and more repurchases, we do believe that we can create more beneficial conditions for the sellers of the insurance. And so we want to enhance from 0 to 1 the insurance purchase market. Thank you.
ありがとうございました。続きまして
Thank you. Next, from Mono Investment. Please. Thank you. So, we are offering hybrid robo-advisors where human and AI advice coexist. We target financial retailers. So once again, it's a fintech startup with asset management domain. So as you know, in Japan, compared to US and EU, investment is limited by the individuals. So in the retail finance, there are advisors, but we want to help them and also provide a system to investors so that we will be able to increase investment in Japan. So issues that we face: security firms Yes, they are trying to sell investments. However, they use their KPI based on sales commissions or focused on individual product proposals. But what you aim for is to manage portfolio as a whole and come up with a proposal, and also use asset under management as advisors' KPI. In order to enable this, we are offering our solutions. So right now, the existing services, fund wraps and robo-advisors do exist. However, it is confined within that product. So for instance, in the fund wrap, it may be optimal portfolio. However, it is limited. And also the volatility and return, that's the only relationship that they focus on. It's not tied to a life plan of an individual. Or maybe it lacks correlation with other investments. And people are aware of these issues, but because it tends to be customized, it's difficult to offer proposals to the customers. So that's what we hear. Therefore, in order to overcome this issue, to link with life plan and visualize the whole asset portfolio, we decided that we should use an algorithm and build a hybrid robo-advisor. So, to be more specific about the features, first, CRM is to manage customer information. So there were previous events, and we made this kind of proposals. So all these are managed chronologically. And then you go to account aggregation and focus more on securities. So including equities and bonds, you could aggregate the account and conduct a life plan simulation, how much you want at this time of the life stage, and also separate the fund in different wallets. And then the system will come up with a recommended portfolios. Next. So you can see the screen on the left top. This is the asset aggregated. It's to visualize. It's difficult to see, but you can see the breakdown by assets, what's the FX exposure, and by country. And on the bottom, the target yield, if you adjust it, what would be the upside of the assets? It depends on volatility and the return, and you can simulate. And on the right, this is life plan simulation. But it's a very detailed life plan simulation compared to the ones on the market. So to summarize, for advisors, we want you to use our solution to communicate with the investors, and also simply propose what is not possible right now because of the complexity. So with limited labor, I'll come up with customized offerings. And we are focusing on the retail market. Thank you very much.
Mono Investment.
Mono Investment, thank you very much. We would now like to move on to STANDAGE presentation. Thank you very much. My name is Kenta Omori from STANDAGE, and so we utilize blockchain, and we would like to offer a new settlement solution for trading. So this is our theme. Overseas financial transaction and overseas tourists, such as multi-currency and multi-language support, is very limited, and so we want to offer such solutions. So what will be the details? So we have focused on trade itself. And why do we choose the trade? We have We are in our 7th year. We do have members that used to work for trading firms as well, and also involved in these financial activities as well. So in the trading business, there are 5 major risks. One is because it is the trading between countries. We have credit and collection and transportation risks, and there is yet a fundamental solution. So why do these risks happen to begin with? One is that the product and the money cannot be exchanged simultaneously because there is always a timeline between the two. So for the money, via a financial institution, we can make the remittance, but for goods and the actual products, we cannot instantaneously send them to, let's say, the U.S. And so we focused on some means and ways to conduct simultaneous exchange, which will actually allow us to mitigate the 3 major risks. But the goods themselves cannot be instantaneously moved. However, we do have something that will work as an alternative, which is the bill of lading, or BL. So usually you'd had to use the original, and via airplane, you would send that and you would purchase that, and then you would be able to receive the product itself. So that has been the conventional way of trading. So currently, with using blockchain technology, money can be utilized as digital currency using blockchain, and then the actual products or bill of lading can be used as well in the form of NFT or non-fungible tokens. And again, by using this scheme, our service model is as follows. For the buyer, on our platform, we utilize the currency, for instance, US dollars, and we would convert that to digital and entrust that into a digital safe. And so this is proof that the buyer has abundant resources to purchase the product. And so the seller will arrange the trade, and then the BOL as well will be utilized using a PDF that has been digitalized and deposited into the safe as well. So the seller and the buyer, and we confirm and match, and if both sides there is no issue, then via blockchain, without trusting any other party, we can execute the trade. Now through this service, safety can be secured, so it is safer than a bank, and it is cheap in terms of costs, so it is a very cheap service, and it is fast. And I used to work at Itochu, and to open up a line of credit, it took a very long amount of time. We can do this within 1 day, and this will allow us to change settlements. So target users, 30 million or above, where LCs are not issued, or for a trade in companies that focus on emerging companies. And even with just that, we have a market of 200 trillion yen. Now, the barrier to entry, one company cannot do this alone, so we do have some investments, and we are working amongst 4 companies for developments. And interoperability is secured with Bitcoin as well, and we have already applied for a patent. We have been issued a patent, and so this is becoming a strength for us as well. Now, in terms of technology progression, we already had the beta version, and for the official version, as of April, in other words, in 2 months' time, we plan to release this officially. We plan to have 30 companies that will be on board in terms of clients, and as a prior to this, in terms of cost as well as the service as well, we have 4 companies looking into this as well, the pilot, and so we have conducted a trial as well. Now, these are our members, so we have people from trading firms, those that are competent in blockchain technologies, and others. And it would have been good if we could show you a system demo. So if you are interested, please contact me. Thank you very much.
株式会社スタンデージ様、ありがとう。
That was STANDAGE. Thank you very much. Next is from Tribe Digital Ventures.
Ready. Tribe
Good afternoon,
Digital.
Good afternoon. Tribe Digital Ventures, the power of blockchain and a fresh approach to investments. Tribe Digital Ventures is a market leader in Australia for the tokenisation of real estate assets, holding an Australian financial services licence. Our revolutionary investment platform, the EOS 500, is built for companies, individuals and investors. Tribe Digital Ventures is the market leader in Australia for token and real estate assets. The tokenisation of real estate assets has the potential of revolutionising and providing market access to people currently priced out of the real estate investing market, and makes it more affordable for businesses to raise capital for their projects rather than traditional bank debt or equity offerings. The theme or the issue or needs. Tribe Digital Ventures accelerates the digital transformation in the financial industry and provides services that make raising capital for businesses easier and gives investors the ability to invest small amounts with lower fees and costs. What is real estate tokenisation? Tokenisation is an updated version of traditional fractionalised property ownership, such as property managed investment schemes. Tokenised ownership means converting a physical real estate asset, property, into several digital tokens via the blockchain technology and smart contracts. Investors who purchase the tokens own units within the fund, which the underlying security is the real estate asset. The investors receive a return on their investment based on the token offering. The opportunities. Roughly half of household assets are held in cash in deposits in Bank of Japan. The recently survey published in Reuters found that the Japanese have over 50% of their household financial assets in cash and savings, 3% in bonds and 5% in trust fund and mutual funds, 11.3% in stock and capital investments, and 26.4% in insurance and pension funds, and roughly 4.3% in other. Land prices in Tokyo are still among the highest in the world. One offering building in downtown can be worth $1 billion, with modest apartments starting for $1.5 million. Tokenisation has the potential to provide market access to people currently priced out of the real estate investing, making it more affordable than traditional bank debt offerings and converting cash or cryptocurrency holdings into a diversified real estate investment portfolio. Opportunities. Helps businesses raise capital for ongoing projects, either locally or globally. Removes complexity for investors to purchase real estate assets normally outside their reach and with lower fees. Converts cash holdings, fiat currency, into real estate investments, avoiding the risk of currency devaluation in uncertain global economic environments. Converts cryptocurrency holdings into real estate investments. Provides liquidity to a known illiquid asset class, being the real estate portfolio. Access for investments to diversity investments across multiple opportunities. Opens investment opportunities into the Japanese market from thousands of investors around the world. Automated legal compliance and regulations in globalised KYC and AML from Tier 1 professional partners. The innovation and competitive advantage for Tribe Digital Ventures, a regulated market within Australia and a holder of a financial services licence. Our revolutionary software, EOS 500, provides a seamless experience for new and seasoned token investors with zero compromise to security. Tier 1 professional partners, including legal counsel and administration. A managed investment scheme via an AFSL trustee manage the assets. Ability for investors to purchase fractionalised offerings in fiat currency and or cryptocurrency or both. EOS 500 provides both investors and businesses to view or upload projects, view performance of investments, and select from a number of different investment opportunities. A little bit of snapshots of our platform. It's quite a simple, innovative platform where we load up the investments once we have done our due diligence and we qualify as a wholesale investor. Then globally, most investors will come in around the world and place their investment within the funds. Strategic partnership and joint ventures are three goals. We understand the regulatory environment in Japan can be difficult. As an Australian financial services licence holder, it is important for us to explore opportunities with current financial service stakeholders, relationships and joint ventures, FINTECH Association of Japan, Japan Security Token Offer and STO Association, and the feasibility opening of an office within Japan in 2025. These are our current Australian partners: PayScript, which is our exchange, which we completed our OTCs, PointSpot Australia, Fibree, our legal counsel, KHQ, a trustee Guildfords, FinTech Australia, and Blockchain Australia. Thank you very much for offering the presentation.
Tribe Digital Ventures, thank you for your presentation. ありがとうございました。続きまして、株式会社
Next, we would like to hear from TRUSTDOCK. Good afternoon, everyone. I am from TRUSTDOCK, and my name is Chiba. I represent the company. We focus on eKYC, electronic know your customer. So I do hope this makes sense. So this is an online means to confirm the individual. So confirming the online individual. So this is identity verification combined with authentication of that person. So in the old days with the internet, we just needed a password to authenticate. But now with the new world of online, it is unified with the physical world. So who are you? How old are you? As well as who are you really who you say you are? So including eKYC, we also focus on other aspects of confirming identity. So you can check using an ID card, that's one. But for instance, if the ID card face or picture, does it coincide with the actual person? Do you have a My Number issued? Do you have a residential number as well as other documentations as well? So these are also means and ways to confirm identity. You have bank accounts, and you also have, for instance, corporation legal registration, as well as we also offer a blacklist of those that may be antisocial group members. So we focus on customer due diligence, and we use this using APIs. So how do we actually offer these APIs? I would like to show you on this side. So we are at the backside of online services, and we, on a daily basis, process this identity. So 24/7, we at the backdrop of enterprise online systems, we look into the identity. In other words, the users are not aware of our processing, and they can enjoy a very smooth transaction. So we do not just operate in Japan, but we also are evolving in Southeast Asia, Singapore, and Thailand. We do have offices already, and we are creating OCRs out of the residential cards and other forms of IDs. And so we also combine that with live checks of identity as well as AML checks as well, i.e. the mafia, for instance. We double check with the database as well. And for instance, in Thailand, we also have certification to access such residential databases as well. So we can just connect our API to confirm the identity of that individual. So in terms of labeling, we have various aspects, but regulation meet technology. So this is the area of reg tech. So how do we smoothen out regulations with digital? And we focus on that as well. So with the FSA, as well as National Police Agency, as well as METI and other, for instance, MIAC, we work with them to focus on the upcoming changes in legal frameworks. And we have that in mind when we design. We also work with various industries as well to make sure that we can promote the entire digitalization of various verticals. Now, we also support administrative procedure digitalization. So this is 2G, in other words, to government. And here in Japan as well, there are various administrative procedures, and we are trying to digitalize, and we are trying to promote at-home procedures as much as possible. So, for instance, Tokyo Prefecture, as well as the Agriculture Ministry, we do have an application that we offer where you can read in your My Number, and you can actually use eKYC to authenticate yourself against governmental procedures as well. And so the eKYC needed to offer at-home services. We believe that we can be a supporter of such endeavors as well. Now, we are working with many operators. We connect with many operators. And so for the telco carriers, even if you do not have a personal ID, just having a trust, for instance, doc ID, you can connect via the API and identify yourself. Or with banks, we can connect with the bank know your customer, and we can support the accounts. And also with Samsung, we also have other IDP collaborations as well. So with Samsung, we can confirm where that person, the subject person, actually works, which corporation. And so by working with many operators, we can actually expand our services to society. And please come to us if you have any new ideas. Now, starting this year, we are now going to work on full-fledged digital ID. Because there are so many identity procedures, and if data is leaked, that will cause quite chaos. And so you do not have to send a picture or an image of yourself, your face, and we can actually use a digital ID to serve that purpose. So again, if you're interested, please contact us. And there is a person that is wearing a green shirt at the venue as well, so please talk to this person as well. Thank you.
That was TRUSTDOCK. Thank you very much. Next, to continue, Uncle to FinTech Limited.
Please start your presentation.
Konnichiwa. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's start the music. I have a gold. I have a watch. Golden watch. I have a bag. I have a diamond. But I don't have cash. Let's find Uncle Tu. Is it funny, right? I'm Victor Wong, founder of Uncle Tu. I'm so glad to be here to introduce our company to you guys. Uncle Tu is the Hong Kong's first AI palm and auction marketplace for luxury assets. If you want to have quick money, you could palm your assets and get cash online. If you have interest in the luxury assets or any unredeemed assets from palm shops, you could also be your favorite. Our vision is to extend the historical palm heritage by digitalizing the palm shop funding process, accelerating the cross-border transaction of luxury assets, and make them easy to be liquidized and investable. Uncle Tu was founded in 2021 and achieved the Gold Award, Best Retail Innovation Startup Award, and Jumpstart the Top 100 FinTech Startup Award. Next. First, Uncle Tu provides a cloud-based online to offline palm matching services between luxury owners and palm shops nearby. Second, we provide auction marketplace to be your favorite, and we help to shape the luxury goods. We target to deploy Uncle Tu to Japan this year and explore more undervalued assets between Japan and Hong Kong. For those who want to sell their luxury assets to Hong Kong and China, I believe Uncle Tu would be a good channel. Next. We're guiding our AI palm estimator by simply taking a photo. It provides product recognition and the details of the assets, like brands, model number, and etc. Hence, it helps find out the latest price comparison from different price sources, future price projection, and most importantly, you can find out how much you can borrow from your asset. Next, this is our product use case for luxury watches, branded bags, diamonds, and etc. As you can see, we provide different market price comparison results from different platforms like Chrono24, TruthDOCK, VC, WeBag, Fresh and Fair, James Allen. We'll provide you the average market price, mean, max prices, and the suggested palm loan amounts. Next phrase, in order to make the rare and very limited luxury assets much more easier to be invested and liquidized, we will break down the ownership of the assets into 100 portions. We will convert the physical asset into a digital one on blockchain by asset tokenization. Every digital asset can be easily traded in our exchange. When the price goes up, you could sell it and realize a profit on the same platform directly. In order to minimize the fake goods, we are using our AI appraisal model to distinguish between the authentic and the fake items by AI and machine learning technology. We'll provide counterfeit characteristics labeling and confidence scoring of the asset. You could simply use our AI appraiser online and upload photos of different parts of your bags or watches. Then authentication results will be shown for your record. Next. Why do we need luxury investment? Because the value of the luxury watches or branded bags outperform S&P 500, Bitcoin, and even leverage in the past 3 years. Luxury assets investment provide you stable return. You could also find that top brands like MS, Chanel, LV, Rolex, Patek increase their official retail prices every year. Other than branded goods, investment in artworks and antiques also have the same effect. Next, we will make a contribution to Japan. and you could get cash anytime, anywhere, and connect online with the numbers of time swaps at the same time. Through our AI model, we keep track your luxury assets portfolio and enhance the data transparency. We also avoid fraud cases and combat fake goods before we want to buy the luxury asset. And last, this is our roadmap next, and we target to onboard Uncle 2 in Tokyo, Japan, Taiwan, GBA this year, and start more and more cross-border transactions among them. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. ありがとうございました。続き
Next, we have /FinTech Limited.
スラッシュフィンテックの加藤と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。
My name is Kato from /FinTech Limited, and so we offer /FinTech payments. And so this is for crypto assets, and we want to offer this in a safe manner. So we are promoting a KYC solution. So CEO Sato as well as CTO Yagi, as Japanese members, are the focal point for activities. We also have 15 engineers as well who are working on a global scale. So they are working outside of Japan. So we will use DEX, and we have, as long as you have a high liquidity token, you can use that for payment. GameFi or DeFi, for instance, are good examples. So you can use these tokens for settlement. And especially for emerging countries, finance inclusion, as well as integrating the actual state of financial markets is a focus for us. So in this area, money laundering is always an issue, I believe. And so to solve this problem, for us, we offer KYC solutions. And so for those users that undergo KYCs, we offer NFTs that cannot be transferred, and they have been certified with KYC, and so they can be handled in a different way. And this will efficientize the KYC solution as well. So with different KYC data, you may say that with this solution, KYC is complete, but with this solution, you don't know or you have yet to complete. And so by utilizing blockchain, we believe that a new social implementation can be approached. So if you look inside the wallet, yes, that solution, KYC was complete, and that can be known. And so on-chain KYC using SBT, in other words, non-fungible tokens can be utilized. So these are the basic 3 steps to receive your KYC SBT. So this is the mint, in other words, SBT. So this is a very simple solution, as you can note here. And so regardless of the market, regardless of the industry, we believe that implementation can be immediate. And in parallel, if you go to a retail outlet, physical store, you can issue a unique SBT for loyalty purposes. And for loyal customers, you can issue a unique SBT as well. So this is for fan engagement as well as enhancing the experience. So sports or consumer electronics stores can be considered as well, once again, to implement this in society. So for us, we work with license holders within the financial industry. And with more and more implementations, SBT, KYC, as well as SBT loyalty, we want to spread the word and disseminate the solution. So as you see here, we do have a roadmap inclusive of partners. 35 outlets have implemented. We want to extend this to 100 or 250, as you note from the roadmap. So we are incrementally increased, and SBT KYC release launch is scheduled very soon. And in accordance with this, with the stores that have already implemented this, SBT KYC implementation will be arranged as well. And in this manner, we want to increase our footprint, and that will be our sales strategy. So that concludes our presentation and blockchain. And when we consider Web 3.0 as well as creating the market as well, we know that this will evolve and grow. So integrating with the actual retail outlets and combining that with this type of payment, SBTs, loyalty programs, and so forth, we hope that we can motivate and support the growth of the market. And we look forward to working with you. Thank you.
/FINTECH 様、
That was from /FINTECH. Thank you very much. Next is swIDch.
Ready.
Hi, my name is Yvonne, managing global sales at Sandstone. I'll briefly introduce Sandstone and our secure and easy authentication solutions. Next. So Sandstone is authentication technology provider started in South Korea with various reference projects in finance and government sector. We mainly provide mobile authentications for commercial and digital banks, and also we are providing digital identity and access solution for government and military facilities. We have patent technology named OTAC, one-time authentication code. It has gotten the recognition by UK government, and we were invited to open our global business headquarters in London, UK, and renamed ourselves as swIDch, as a global brand name. Next. So OTAC is holding more than 270 patents worldwide, and we are attracting quite nice business investments successfully. And we completed Series A funding last year with a post value of $100 million US. Next. Well, we actually start our business with FIDO-based mobile authentication solutions, and upon the development of our new technology, OTAC, we are building the new product lineup, and today I will mainly give you the information about swIDch Finance. Next. So the first model is card tapping mobile authentication. Hardware OTP is one of the most secure two-factor authentication method, but having to carry that around is quite a pain for the users. So instead, nowadays, we use software tokens, also called mobile OTP. They are super convenient, but it has a downside in the security-wise. Next. And many countries have chosen mobile OTP for its convenience, but the security incidents like phishing scam or smishings are constantly happening nonstop. So mobile OTP phishing, the mobile OTP phishing scam caused 469 victims with a total damage of 8.5 million in Singapore last year. And Korea, we also have several remittance scam cases by hackers' illegal mobile app. Next. So what if something else could generate the OTP or tokens instead of the mobile phone? Something that we already tend to carry around with us all the time. So we successfully pioneered a fintech solution, card tapping mobile authentication. We embedded OTAC applet on the payment card, and now the card will generate the codes by simply tapping it on the mobile phone. Next. So for high-value remittance services, authentication is done by easy tapping step with low latency, just with using the payment card with your mobile. It is showing a fast adaptation in Korean market led by major digital banks in Korea like Toast Bank and Kakao Bank. Next. With the same card tapping user experience, we are also offering holderless card issuing solution as well. Next is, although the mobile payments have become very common, 89% of banks in 15 different countries, they all predict that demand for physical cards will continue to exist. Next. So when the physical card issuance will continue, its personalization cost and delivery fee must be the long-time issue to resolve. Next. So taking a full advantage of our numberless IC card, we've obtained the approval of Visa on our holderless card platform. So OTC holderless card platform enables banks to just manufacture the card in the bulk without any user allocation and personalize or register them later on each holder by the management system. So users are no longer need to wait on card delivery and they just self-activate the card. Next. And corporates also can easily distribute their corporate cards to their employees. They just carry the generic card to new employees by setting up the amount limit and expiry date on their management system. And each new employees, they will just do the self-card registration by tapping the card on the mobile app. Yeah, to find out more, please contact us fully. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, swIDch. ありがとうございました。
So, thank you very much. And on that note, we have concluded all 12 companies' presentations.
ただいま投票集計
We have now received the results of the votes. I would like to welcome Kodama Eiichiro, Director General for Global Financial City Strategy, to make the announcement. I would now like to announce the Tokyo Financial Award 2022 Audience Award. We have the winner, HolyWally Pte Limited. And we will be sending the trophy to HolyWally.
Thank you. Thank you.
HolyWally 様
So HolyWally, congratulations, and please do send HolyWally a big round of applause.
Thank you so
ありがとう
much.
ございました。
And thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
以上をもちまして
And we have now concluded the scheduled program for Tokyo Financial Award 2022. The QR code as well as the Zoom URL will lead you to the questionnaire survey. We seek your cooperation. And once again, thank you for your participation and your viewing for today's session.